Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Welcome to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast.
Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy, oi oi oi! Hey, Prost!
We're back again.
Hey there, everybody!
Yeah. We found some more Oktoberfest.
Look at that!
Looky, looky. Well, here we'll band. Back it off a second.
Hey, we're talking to people over here.
Yeah. Okay. Hey,
That's a good
ladies.
band, though. That's a good,
Very
very
For what we
appropriate.
paid them.
Yeah, very appropriate.
They don't know it, but we didn't pay them anything yet. So just keep that on the down low.
We might have to give them a craft beer.
Yeah, maybe. We'll find out. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. This is Mike, the Northwoods Beer Guy. And as always, I'm joined by the best co-host that money can buy, or craft beer. Hey, you do a good job. I appreciate what you do. Jim.
Thank you, Mike. You're such a gentleman and a scholar.
Well, there you go.
No matter what your wife says.
Exactly. That's hurtful. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you got the idea. Jim went back to the bottle shop, and I actually stopped at a place, and we found a whole new gaggle of different Oktoberfest that we haven't tried yet.
And I mean, these, I think, are branching in a whole bunch of different directions. They're not just like that first episode we did. They were all relatively, within 2% ABV, and their flavors were not too far apart. But I think just by taking a glance, these might have a little bit different spectrum.
I think so. Honestly, Jim, the ones I'm really looking forward to, because you found some actual German Oktoberfest, and I think this is going to be pretty interesting to compare, to see how true to the style that some of the American ones are, because it's like we've talked about how different they taste from each other.
Mm-hmm. Well, you found that collaborative too. So you got the United States and Germany collaborating on a beer. So
that is true. Yeah, there's one where we have a U.S. company and a German company that did a collaboration. So that's
that should be the true test then, right?
Yep. Well, that and then you've piqued my interest again. You said you have something that's going to elevate our tasting once again to a new level. So we'll see what that, and you're saving that for last.
I think we should.
Okay.
It's got to be good when they put the ABV on the bottom of the can.
Oh, yeah, that's different. That is definitely different.
So hopefully we can keep everybody in suspense to stay to the end to see what we got there that we're going to we might have to dance to that one.
It's going to make us dance, or we're going to, hopefully it's good. We'll find out.
We might even have to play that song.
Huh. Oh, that's true. That is true. So, yeah, I guess, I'll ask right off the bat. Do you have questions? Oh, boy, he actually has some more. All right. I was just checking.
Oh, this happened to be sitting here on the table.
I had a sneaky suspicion. I did pretty well last week, so I'm sure you found the graduate level, and I'm going to do terrible this week, I have a feeling.
You did really good last week, and I was very surprised. So
I was too, to be honest with you.
So what I had to do is I don't have many questions, but some of these are actually from the local Oktoberfest in La Crosse.
Oh, okay.
So
that should be interesting. Yeah. I don't know, specific dates or anything, but yeah.
These are all dates.
Oh, nice.
And minutes and seconds when things start.
Okay, perfect. Well, I suppose we could start off with one of these to get in the mood here, I guess.
All right. Should I read a little bit on it?
Yeah, if you would.
So this is our Marzan Oktoberfest from Point Brewery.
Okay, in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Yep. 4.9% ABV.
Okay.
15 IBUs, authentic Marzan-style lager. It says Point Oktoberfest is an authentic Marzan-style lager, a style reminiscent of the beers originally brewed for the first Oktoberfest celebrations in Germany during the early 1800s. Craft brewed using Mount Hood hops and sweet Vienna roasted malts results in a full-flavored, finely balanced beer brewed in celebration of the upcoming season. Just a little factoid for you. It says that Point Brewery is one of the oldest continuously operating breweries in the country.
Yep.
They first started in 1857.
I was going to say, remember we had talked about what the oldest brewery was, and because I had heard before that this Point is the oldest in Wisconsin.
Okay.
But 18, what'd you say?
57.
That's a long time, too. Holy cow.
They should refine their craft, right?
Yeah, they should know what they're doing. The bottle, it does have a little bit of the blue and white diamond pattern kind of thing like your normal, but it's red, white, and blue. Has a lady carrying a whole bunch of beers.
There you go.
Like we talked about before.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. So color-wise, it looks definitely like a Marzan. It's not super dark, but it's right what you would think. I would think anyway.
Kind of goldish in color.
At least what we're used to in the States. Once we get into the German ones, and like I said, I'm excited to see how those compare.
Yes.
So,
not much for aroma.
Aroma is pretty mellow, pretty tame.
That's not bad.
No. It doesn't have a huge amount of like a malty flavor to it.
No.
Which isn't bad, but it's definitely, again,
it's really
a different taste to it.
Yeah, really light flavor.
Yeah.
Really light. But I think, if you haven't ever tried an Oktoberfest before, I don't think you can be scared away by trying this one.
Mm-mm.
This one's, about as middle of the road as you can get for the flavor, color, everything.
Yeah, the only knock I have on it is kind of the finish. It's got a little bit of a bitterness.
Yes, it does.
At the finish. But that's the only knock I have.
And it's not like a strong bitterness. But it just lets you know that something was there.
Yep.
I wonder if that's the Mount Hood hops, do you think? Or is that...
I bet it is. Because you taste it too, right? You just got kind of that, at the very finish, you're just kind of that,
What is that? What is that?
It's like, that's different, but yeah. It's definitely not bad.
No, I think we're starting off good. Mellow is good to start with.
That is right. Boy, so score-wise, I think, like I said, the only knock I have on it is that little bitterness on the finish. So I'm going to say like a 2.7. I do think it's a good beer. It would have been a little bit higher if it didn't have that bitterness to me, but you could drink a number of them. I think it's, and being cold, it's very refreshing.
Yeah, this is a very good beer. The hard part for me too is like if they didn't have the Oktoberfest label on there, I don't know if I could distinguish that. So it is really right in the middle there. But knowing that it's an Oktoberfest, it still tastes good, and it's only 4.9% ABV, so it's lower in ABV. You could definitely have a few of these.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready. I'm actually going to go with 2.6.
Okay. You had what you said there, Jim, was dead on. If you didn't know this was an Oktoberfest, I wouldn't probably have guessed it.
No.
So it's like, I'll leave the score where I put it, but you're right. It would have been not my first guess that it was an Oktoberfest, even though the color is there, but the aroma was pretty mellow. And then, like I said, with that little bit of a bitterness on the end, it would have probably made it a little more difficult.
Yep. I know it's not bad, but it's just like, ugh. Because I think we've struggled a few times with some point beers that they're definitely not over the top in their flavor. I don't know if it's why they do that, but a lot of their beers are really right in the middle of the 2.5 range almost always.
It reminds me a little bit of when we went to, was it Des Moines, in that area. And we were at that one brewery, remember? And it was kind of close to the college that was there. And all their beers, you could tell, were brewed for the masses to just not offend anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they were all kind of, like you said, watered down, kind of a flavor. It does remind a little bit
of that.
Some of their beers do. But they do have some that are very good. And this is good. I'm just kind of not a fan of the finish on it.
Right. That's what kind of sticks out more than anything.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Now if you have a couple more sips. And...
yeah.
All right.
Once again, I just think it's funny how you've been to the bottle shop 3 times and they've had different Oktoberfest every time.
Yes.
It's...
Well, and I think what's weird is that the way that the craft beer market must be evolving so much is because, at one time, one whole row, probably 30 feet long, was all craft beer. Now it's maybe a third of that is, and the rest of it's those sours and those seltzers. So there's a lot more beers, different types that are coming out, and you're taking up that space, that shelf space. So I think we just got to keep buying it, so they want to keep bringing it in there and
exactly.
keep restocking their shelves.
Yeah, so if you're out there, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to help us because we can't afford to buy all of the beer that's out there.
So I do have an easy question for you.
Yeah, hit me with an easy one.
All right, so when was the first La Crosse Oktoberfest?
Oh, boy.
Easy one. I'm giving you this slow pitch. Nice high arc on it.
Well, since I told you that I really don't have a whole lot of knowledge on, I've only been there once. So,
so you're a professional.
Yeah, yeah. All
right. So
it starts with a 1.
At least get the month right.
October?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, you want the specific day and everything?
No, it's 3 days. It was over a weekend, so I don't want all 3 days and the year.
Yeah, I was just going for the year. But
Oh, no. You did too
October.
good. You did too good last time around, so we're making it a little more challenging.
Yeah, I'm not going to get this. So it's October. I don't know if it was like 15, 16, 17, close to the wedding, or 1, 2, 3. I'll go 15, 16, 17, 1965.
You were so close.
I'm sure I was not even remotely close. What was the
13, 14, 15.
Oh, that was close.
1961.
No.
See? So,
Dude,
you were close.
I totally had that's a flat out guess. I had no idea. It was close.
Yeah, and you got it wrong. So that's a good
No, I
try.
got it wrong, but I was at least in the ballpark.
Big -3 for that one.
-3?
Yeah, there was 3 parts to it. Month, day, year.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
I got
wait,
the
you-
month.
Yeah, I'm not going to give it to you.
Oh, man.
Good try, though.
And you said the judges aren't here today?
Shh. They're back there.
Okay.
They got a peephole that they're keeping an eye on
And
you.
they got a little button that tells you no.
Yeah, the little red dots right in
it's
your
just,
chest.
it's just, yeah, no, he's wrong. Okay.
All right, so now you're going to have to read on this one. This one,
No, I think this is going to be all you.
All right.
Oh, you don't want, you meant on the paper.
yeah, if you want to
Oh,
read
yeah,
a
I
little
can
bit,
do that. Because everything on the bottle is in German.
Yeah, it's...
I can read Marzan, and then there's Heller is on there. But then up top, product of Germany, I can read that. Then there's some kind of Schlenkerla.
I think that might be the brewer.
Okay. The classic Smokebeer.
So if you read that very first paragraph...
I'll give you this one or
yeah,
this?
That,
This here? Okay.
Yep.
Here, I'll give you the opener. All right. It says, Bamberg's specialty, a dark bottom fermented smoke beer brewed with original Schlenkerla smoke malt from the Schlenkerla maltings, tapped according to old tradition directly from the gravity-fed oak wood cask in the historical brewery tavern.
Wow.
Interesting. So it's 5.1 ABV, 30 IBUs. So, okay, so the smoke beer, it's also, the Germans call it Rausch beer, which we've heard, and we've had Rausch beer.
Have we had a Rausch?
Yeah. It's interesting because it says it's a Marzan. Yeah. So,
Take a whiff.
oh boy, that smells like campfire.
And then here's a one sentence. Anyone who did not come here and try the strong and unmistakable taste of the original Schlenkerla smoke beer cannot claim to have been to Bamberg.
Look at how dark this is. This is darkness. Why? I mean, color, it's dark.
Oh, you know what the nickname is for Schlenkerla?
What?
The little dangler.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Are you ready for this?
See, this is crazy because it says right on the bottom, big letters, Marzan.
I know this. I don't think. Have you ever had a smoked Marzan?
Not that I can think of.
No. And this is one of those that was not in Build Your Own Six Pack, but it was sold as an individual
bottle. Okay.
for like almost $10 for one bottle.
Okay. Well, we've spent a lot more than that before, but
not for
on a Marzan.
Right.
Well, let's.
Ooh,
The aroma is definitely
There's smoke.
campfire smoke, or
There
almost
is
like a
lot of smoke there.
like barbecue. You know what I mean? You get that definite oak smell, or that
the oak
the
cask.
burning oak wood smell. That tastes like liquid smoke.
Oof. Wow.
That's pretty smoky.
Wow.
I can't remember if it was you and I talked about this before, or if it was BK and I. But
Wow.
I said the very few smoked beers, smoked beers that I've had, they either way over smoke it, or you can barely taste it. And this one is closer to the way over smoked flavor. That is very strong.
You can't taste anything else except smoke.
No,
There is smoke through the glass.
I can safely say, if you blindfolded me, I wouldn't have guessed this was an Oktoberfest either.
Wow.
That is strong.
The finish is smooth. I mean, it's just the aftertaste is all just smoke, but it's just like it's not a bad taste.
No,
It's just
all you taste is smoke.
a heavy smoke.
Heavy smoke.
Wow. Let's see if I can find anything.
That
else.
is interesting.
So anything good? Let's see here. So it looks like that this brewery is part of an old monastery that was built in 1310.
Oh, my word.
So that's pretty cool.
That is just crazy. I know we've talked about it before, but 1310. So this is this brewery has only been around 400 and some years longer than our country has.
Right.
You know, it was like, what? I mean, that is remarkable.
That's a lot.
You know, this beer, I think, again, there's no way I would have thought this was an Oktoberfest at all. And, you know,
Right.
I know it doesn't say Oktoberfest on it, but it does say Marzan. It's not terrible at all, but boy, I don't know if I could drink that whole bottle.
Yeah, this may not be for the amateur.
Yeah,
craft
I
beer
mean,
drink.
this is...
I mean, this is smokier than somebody smoking a cigarette.
Oh, yeah. You know, one of our friends always picks on us about our stout beers that we drink, and he says they taste like coffee and cigarettes. We should have had him taste this one and say, what does this one taste like?
Now you can say you had something that tasted like a cigarette, because this tastes like you just put a tarp over a campfire.
Yep.
And you had to just suck
It it tastes like what your clothes smell like when you have been at a campfire all night.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, this is definitely...
It's very smooth, like you said, but boy, that smokiness is definitely over the top.
Yeah, this is... But what's weird is, I mean, even the finish it's still smooth. I mean, it does go away. I mean, it leaves that smoky taste there, but I mean, it's not bad.
On the finish, though, that real strong smoky flavor doesn't hang around all that long.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you still, the back of your throat, you still, I'll guarantee we'll be burping smoke later. You know?
It would probably be coming...
Like, what were you guys doing? Well,
like smoking a cigar or something.
Yeah. Boy, that is, What do you think on that bad boy?
Wow. Well, and how many smoked beers do you think we've had?
Oh, it's less than 10.
So not many.
Not many.
Yeah, I guess. So the unfortunate part for me, I don't taste the Marzan Oktoberfest flavors that I was kind of looking for. So maybe if they could have toned down the smokiness a little bit, gave a little bit more of the malt or hop flavor. So that's kind of where I'm stuck. I mean, I know that it's probably everything's saying it's like one of the original German beers, one of the best smoked beers from Germany. So it might be a good example of it, but boy, when you try to combine that smokiness with the Oktoberfest, I think they need to taper one or bring some flavor back up. So I'm going to go a little bit below average. I'm just going to say a 2.4. Not that it's bad, but it's just, I don't know if you're a beginner, I would not recommend this beer at all.
No, I agree.
Get yourself a couple other ones first.
Yeah. And I know if I could vote, I know which one I would tell them they should tone down is the smoky.
Yes.
And like you said, it's, ladies and gentlemen, when you see it, and I'll put the name on, on the description and such for this podcast, but if you know of this brewery and if you had other beers of theirs, let us know. Because like I said, this maybe over in Germany, this is, oh, this is great, because like I said, over here in the States, we don't see that many smoked beers. So,
right.
On that side of it, our palates are pretty new. It'd be interesting to see if this, is a big thing over there or not. For me, for a score, I'm going to actually go like a 2.2.
Oh, you're going
I'm going to go lower. Again, it's smooth, but I think I can't get over that smoky. It's really, really smoky,
Yeah. And even as you go down in your glass, the flavor of smokiness is still there. I mean, it doesn't go away the lower you get down in the bottle or in your glass.
Well, and Jim, we've got just under half a bottle left. So if you can,
maybe we'll have to wait till circle that wagon at the end. Come around.
Yeah. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, it's, like I said, it's definitely, I could see where it's an acquired taste, but I don't know. It's pretty strong.
And the ABV is lower, so I mean that's I guess sort of good. But I don't wonder what a hangover from this would be like.
I don't know.
It'd be like digging the ashes out of your mouth from the
coughing, smoke come out,
ash and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's like we said, the label is basically German.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to, I wonder, we may have to use a different glass because I still smell smoke.
I wonder if we should go on to the next one. So
we can
clear our palate out.
We probably could do that. Geez. You had a lot of information on there you didn't give.
I know. Well, I was trying to sort through it
Right.
But it was more the history of the actual brewery itself.
Yeah. Interesting, but from 13 something. That's wild. Okay, well, yeah, we'll sneak ahead to the next one just to cleanse our palates a little bit. Like you said, if you're interested in that last one, by all means, take a look at it. Anybody out there that's had it, let us know if it's, what it should be.
Yeah.
And like I said, we haven't had that many smoked beers.
No.
And this one is definitely on the smoky side. So, All right, so we're going to go to, now this brewery we've been to a number of times.
Yep.
They have some very good beers, and this is the first time I think we've ever had an Oktoberfest from there.
I believe so.
And this is from Topling Goliath. This is their limited edition Oktoberfest lager.
Nice. Looks like it's 5.2%.
5.2, so a little bit higher than the last one. The can is cool. I mean, it's got your normal kind of Oktoberfest coloring, but then it's got some gold, almost like coat of arms kind of thing.
Oh, yep.
A little bit.
Yep.
And then it's
almost like a Hofbrau.
Yeah. And then it's got the yellow and silver kind of checker looking stuff in there.
So it says that raise a glass of Oktoberfest in celebration and watch as the light dances off its rich amber color. Enjoy a beautiful bouquet of soft caramel and biscuit before the first sip blankets your palate with malty notes of fresh baked bread.
And this is the first one we've had today in a can.
Yes.
The first two were in bottles. We actually have...
How big was that second bottle?
Let's see. Does it say? 1 pint, 0.9 fluid ounces. So a little bit bigger than a pint.
Okay.
So a little bigger than a normal bottle.
Okay.
This one is nearly as dark as the last one.
It almost looked like a stout that last time.
Yeah, it was pushing that. Definitely pushing that color.
I don't smell smoke.
No. So that's
a good thing.
It's a good thing right off the bat. That definitely has a little bit of a sweeter.
Yes, it does.
When they're talking about caramel and such, you kind of get a little bit. It's not like that sweet, but you definitely get kind of that little bit of a note.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, it's for an Oktoberfest, it definitely is a little bit different flavor.
Yeah, that is for sure. It has, to me, it has more flavor than the Point.
Yes.
Far less than the smoke beer,
But it's like you said, that sweetness. I don't know if we've had a Oktoberfest that's been this sweet.
I don't know. If we have, it hasn't been many. This one, it's not like a malty sweetness. It's almost a sugary sweetness to it a little bit.
But I don't know. The malty notes of fresh baked bread, do you taste that?
I don't think that's as prevalent as in some of them we've had.
Right.
So this one, I think that sweetness is what I'm getting big time.
Right off the bat.
Big time, I'm getting that sweetness. And it's not bad.
No, it's only 5.2%, so it's lower in ABV, but I think I could have a couple of these.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely not offensive in any way.
No, not at all. Yeah, this is not bad. And like I said, for the fact that we'd have to look back and see how many years is this something newer, that they started doing Oktoberfest, or they had one for a long time. This is, like I said, I think this is the first time we've ever had a Topling Goliath Oktoberfest.
Oh, for sure. On the podcast
on the podcast for sure, but I think even just on our own, I can't remember ever having one.
Yeah, because they're famous for their pseudo-sue, their IPAs.
Yep.
And they're just delving into the barrel aging process. So,
yep.
But this is not bad. What are you thinking on a score?
This one, I think the sweetness is a little bit much. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to go like a 2.3. It's definitely better than the smoked one. I don't get, like you were asking about, like the bready notes of kind of your normal.
Right.
Our normal Oktoberfest kind of flavor. I don't get that. And like I said, that sweetness is pretty strong, but I could definitely have a few of them, so I think it's pretty good.
Okay. Gosh, I'm kind of, I don't know if my taste buds are still off whack from the smoked beer, but like you said, that sweetness, I don't know if it's because it says bouquet of soft caramel. I didn't realize that you could put caramel in the soft
bouquet.
Right. So, but there's something definitely sweet in there. And it makes the flavor a little bit different than most of the Marzans in Oktoberfest we've had. I guess I'm gonna just go right in the middle of the road. I think I could have a couple of these. I'm gonna say a 2.5.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not bad, and it's not. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good description.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Like I said, because it's probably gaining a little favor because it followed that smoke one.
Yes.
But all I taste is that sweetness.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
And so I think they did a good job, but I think they need to tweak
a little
bit, because like I said, I don't taste the bready taste.
Right. Just that sweetness is all I get.
Yep. Exactly. Same thing here.
Oh, well, you're taking a drink there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Since I was so close on that first one.
So I've got another easy one for you. Mm-hmm. I'm doing a slow pitch softball here for you.
I appreciate that.
When is this year's Lacrosse Oktoberfest? Month, day, year. Well, you should know the year.
The year is 2024.
Okay.
I got that point.
Yes.
All right, I got one. Okay, I'm trying to think. Is it, because I don't know, I suppose I can't look at my phone to see the calendar because it's Friday, Saturday. Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yep, it's only 3 days now.
Yeah, it used to be 2 weekends
right.
in there, and then that's a whole nother story.
Like the whole 10-day or like what they did in Germany.
People like tip cars over and stuff. It got kind of crazy. I wish I knew what, is it September 30th, October 1st, 2nd, something like that?
It's all in one month.
1 month. Okay.
Yep.
Well, then I'm just going to say whatever the first Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so whatever it is of October.
Of 2024.
24. Yeah.
Okay.
The end of September.
September 26th to the 29th.
Dang it.
So you got none right.
I did too. I got 2024.
I'm like judges. They said no.
I don't like those judges at all.
So you're doing good there, buddy.
I know.
So I think you're going to have to step up your game. You did really good. I mean, those hard ones, which I thought from the 1800s, you just smoked them, and now the easy ones, like from your neighboring community, you're not even getting them.
I know. I had 2024. I know I got the first one wrong, but I was a lot closer than I thought I was going to be. So.
I mean, you were so close. I mean, just by a hair. And the good part is it's still considered to be wrong, though.
I know. See, that's the part you like is just saying I was wrong. I know I angered you last week when I got some right. So.
I know. I was like, man, I'm going to have to step up my game to make sure.
What? All right. Well, let's try another one.
All right. What do we got?
We got an Oktoberfest, German-style Marzan. This one is from Terrapin Brewing.
Athens, Georgia.
I can't pronounce that word on the can because it's got
M-A.
No, M-A, and then the thing that looks kind of like a B, but it's not a B.
Ooh.
That jobber.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that is.
It has Weizen and then that. Then Lederhosen and then Prost.
So it looks like it's 5.5%.
Oh, okay, so a little bit higher.
25 IBUs.
Okay. This is in a can once again.
12 ouncer. It says Oktoberfest is one of the biggest celebrations in the world. In keeping with tradition, we at Terrapin have created our vision of this classic Bavarian beer brewed with 100% German malts and hops. This Marzan-style lager will have you singing Ein Prost in no time.
Ho, ho, ho.
So how do you like those apples?
Yeah, so this is, again, the blue and white kind of diamond pattern, and it's got a barrel on it, and they apparently had tapped it, and it's pouring into the Oktoberfest words.
Like the golden keg?
Like the golden keg. This one is also in a can.
And it looks like, from what I can find here, Terrapin looks like they must have started around 2002, so they're about 20 years old.
Okay. And their mascot is a turtle.
Yep, the Terrapin.
Ergo the
Terrapin.
Maryland Terrapins for their college sports teams. This definitely, color-wise, looks like an Oktoberfest.
Yes, it's definitely...
What I would, this one has potential.
Yes, this definitely is more reddish.
Yeah.
Reddish, is that the right color?
I am not
amberish.
Not getting a whole lot of aroma.
Not much for smell. Not bad.
Not bad, but it's not what I was expecting.
No, I mean...
I was expecting more taste. That's one thing we've kind of learned with these last couple of episodes here where we've had Oktoberfest. It seems almost like they're getting farther away from what we think is a normal Oktoberfest
right
taste.
The flavors are not very robust. Mm-mm. But I mean, this one is, again, I think this is probably in the realm with Point, where you could, I think for the beginner craft beer drinker, you could have a couple of these, either one of these.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think between the two. They're neck and neck.
Yeah, that's
flavor. I can't really pick one over the other.
No.
It's, boy. Yeah, it's artwork wise. Well, except for the
nice
beer
lady.
maid. The beer maid on the first one probably puts that up a little higher, but other than that, the Terrapin one I think is a little flashier.
Yes,
artwork on it.
The golden keg.
Definitely.
See, that ties right into the lacrosse.
Oh, okay.
See how I was
they tap the golden keg.
Yeah,
I do know that.
Oh.
Now, I don't know specifically at what time.
Oh, that's coming up.
I figured it couldn't just be.
Well, no, that's easy to know the time.
Is it? I think. Well, we're not going to guess yet because if it's a question, we'll get there. So, this is color. I like the color.
Yes.
This is what I would imagine. When you see that, I think of an Oktoberfest.
Yes, for sure.
It's an amber, kind of a deep amber, almost a tinge of a reddish. a little bit, but it's more definitely an amberish color. I just wish it had more of that flavor.
Yeah,
you know?
just a little bit. It wouldn't have to like go overboard. Just a touch of flavor more would make you probably hit it out of the park with that.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to call this one so far my best one. So I'm going to go with 2.7 on it. I like it. I mean, it's not, is it perfect? No. Does it taste good? It tastes good. And the finish is smooth, not a bad aftertaste. So I really can't find, other than a little lacking in flavor, that's about the biggest knock I have for it.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said there. I'm going to go with 2.6. Just one under.
Oh, you like the
point just because I can't put it at 2.7 because that would really make you upset. You don't like ties. And it's just, I wish it had just a little bit more flavor.
Yeah.
You know, so I think both of those, a new person getting into it could easily drink these.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, I just think they're so close, neck and neck. That's why I went one below it. Yeah.
Yeah, so now it looks like, unless my glasses are deceiving me, that we might be going overseas for a few beers.
Okay. Well, man, I hope it's better than the smoke beer, you know.
Well, none of them say smoke on the can.
That's a good thing. That is a good thing.
But I mean, these, look at it. It's a bigger can we got.
Bigger can.
An odd-shaped bottle.
Yep.
And then a regular.
And kind of a more normal
but then I'm going to have you read the word when it gets time.
Oh, boy. How in the world... How did they get that name on the bottle? That's a long name.
Well, you're going to have to study up on that one to pronounce that right.
Well, I will guarantee you I will get that wrong.
Yeah, because I looked at them like...
I'll read the bottom name if you want to read the top one.
Yeah. I'll be talking like Will Barton, your mouthful of marbles. Well, should we try? What do we got next?
Well, yeah, let's break into one of these.
Yeah. Big bad boys.
So this is Erdinger Weissbrau, and it's their Erdinger, Erdinger, Erdinger Oktoberfest.
Okay, I think it says 5.7 ABV.
Private brewery since, is that 1886?
It says 130 years.
Or no, it must be like 1886.
Does that sound, do your math? Are you the math
1886. Yeah, I was trying to read it on the can here. The coloration of the letters is kind of, you're going, this is in a pint can.
They do have a little bit of a write-up.
Okay, so not to cut you off, Jim, underneath, it has the 5.7% ABV, pint can, blah, blah, blah. Then it says wheat beer.
Ooh.
Just wait. Wheat beer, Weissbier, Hefeweizen, Cerveza de Trigo, Puerto Rico, do not litter, Florida.
Wow. So they cover all our bases.
Yeah.
Well, it says that as hearty as a Bavarian beer festival, our Erdinger Oktoberfest, this masterpiece of the brewer's art is ideal for the parties. Erdinger Oktoberfest expertly combines smooth malt aromas with a pronounced hop bitterness. This well-balanced flavor is complemented by gently sparkling carbonic acid to give it the typical liveliness of genuine wheat beer. Smooth, strong, and irresistible brewing tradition at its finest.
Interesting. So, yeah, it's...
This should be interesting.
This is going to be interesting to see. Okay, now, this is an Oktoberfest.
From Germany.
I see nothing on here that says smoke or anything. Oh, here's some more writing. Well, that's a government warning, so we're good.
You're not pregnant, so you're good.
No, I'm not a miner or thinking of going into mining. So
nice. Well, it did say it's brewed according to the Bavarian purity law.
Purity law, okay.
So there's only 4 ingredients.
Oh, wow. That color-wise, it's lighter than I thought.
Yeah.
It's definitely lighter than, like the last one we had. That Terrapin was definitely an amberish color. This is more of a lighter.
Golden.
Yeah, there you go. It's like a golden kind of color. And darker than a Pilsner.
Lighter than the smoke beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to measure everything against
the smoke beer. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, aroma-wise.
Not much.
Not a whole lot. That's got pretty good flavor.
That's not bad.
I like that.
That one
has more. It's not over the top malty,
right?
And it's not enough malty. You know what I'm saying?
But they say pronounced hop bitterness. I don't
get a hop.
I don't get any bitterness.
Yet.
No. But they didn't give us IBUs either, so I don't know what.
Oh, yeah. They could be pretty low.
Right. But, I mean, this is not bad.
I like this. This is good. Well, let's go for a second taste because the first one maybe just, was fooling us.
It's not bad, though. Wow.
It'll be interesting to compare this to the next two that are both German as well.
Yes.
To see how they compare. I do like this. I mean, right now I think it's got a very smooth flavor. It's not that strong maltiness.
Nope.
There's no hop. Like you said, I don't get a pronounced hop at all. Even on the finish, there's no hop. Not that dryness or anything like that.
No,
I like this.
Smooth. It's smooth, and it comes in a pint can.
Yeah, yeah. You could You drink a couple of them and you're probably good to go.
Right.
You know?
It's only 5.7%. Again, they're all between that 4.5 to 6.5 range.
Yep.
Like most Oktoberfest. So it's
Interesting. I like this one.
what are you thinking then?
Right now, this is my favorite. Right now, of the ones we've had. Like I said, I think it's extremely smooth. It's not super malty. I'm gonna go like a 2.9.
Nice.
Like I said, I'm really excited to compare it to the next two to see how, if those ones also taste like this, or if it's, I'm sure they'll probably have their own tweaks to it. But this is good. I like it.
I'm actually going to go, I think, a little bit higher. I think I'm going to go with 3.0.
Oh, nice.
I like this one too. I mean, you can definitely tell once you get like the traditional Marzans, it falls right in that range. We got a couple outliers that have been here, which you definitely you could see where they're out. But I like this one. This finish is smooth, no bad aftertaste. The flavors are good balance. Yeah, I'm right in there with this one. I like this one.
Yeah, they did a good job. Now you had to buy a 6-pack of this as well?
Yes.
Oh, darn.
Yep. So I might not be giving you any of these.
I was going to say, I'm thinking I might not get any of this one. This is good. I mean, I'm impressed.
I think I might have some
really
smoke beer I might give you, though.
No, you said that you had to buy one of that. Or you mean what's in that bottle?
I might pour it into one of your other beers.
Yay.
Lucky Mike.
How come my glass is way darker than yours?
And it's got a funny aroma to it.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Well, while I'm finishing this, why don't you hit me with another...
easy question.
Another super easy question that I'll get wrong.
All right. So we kind of talked about this year when the Oktoberfest is going to happen, right?
Yeah, in September.
What year is it going to be? Better not get this wrong.
63? 63?
Well, what are you going to change it? Or?
Well, I was going to say, okay, because it started in 61, you said. So that was the first. So would this technically be the 64th?
What's your guess?
64. 63? Dang it.
Wrong again.
You see, I was like,
your second guess.
I had it and then I changed it.
Yes,
Dang it!
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You
still don't have any right.
I know.
I'm doing much better this week.
You're way happier this week. I should have known.
Nice.
Because I was sitting there going, okay, the first one. Okay, well, 63. Well, wait, did they say that was the first? And then,
see,
I overthought it. My thunker was thunking too much.
You overthunked it. All right, so now we're in the funny shaped bottle.
Yeah, so now I have had a beer from this. I think we've had a beer from this place before, but not their Oktoberfest.
Oh,
I hope I pronounced the name right. Is it Ayinger? Ayinger.
Ayinger?
I was gonna say I don't think it's anger, but it's Ayinger.
Well, look at the top. The cap looks cool too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you have to hang on to that one. That's cool. It's got like a building on there, a couple buildings.
So it says it's 5.8% ABV.
Okay.
Just gradually stepping them up.
Yep, a little bit higher.
21 IBUs. A rich amber golden color. Deep, inviting, malty nose. And bready, wonderful flavor. That's an ode to barley. Medium to big body with a touch of warming alcohol on the finish. Soft dryness from long maturation.
So it's mature.
Yeah, that's a lot of big words there.
Now, not to change the subject, but I looked at the cap on the smoke beer. That's kind of cool.
Oh, there you go. You better save those.
Yeah, those caps are nice. That beer wasn't very nice, but the cap is.
So when I did some the research again, it didn't have a lot on the beer itself or the brewery.
Okay.
So apparently a lot of these German beers are imported by this company called Merchant du Vin, and they have a whole bunch of German beers that they import
from different companies. You're saying?
Yes, different brewers.
Okay,
but they all come through this Merchant du Vin, which I did not know anything about.
All right, so this is the Ayinger.
Yeah, A-Y. I don't know how do you pronounce an A-Y. I'm not.
Is there anybody in the crowd that knows how to pronounce Ayinger? Oh boy, we got some guy ran up here now. Sir, you're taking too long. Go sit down.
It doesn't have any umpala. What's
this?
Umlets. There you go.
This tastes more like an Oktoberfest.
Yes, this does.
Where the Erdinger was more of a kind of a sweeter, mellower. It's good though. They're both.
Yeah,
these two were what
good representations.
I was kind of getting excited over.
Yes,
to try the German ones.
This is
sir. Since you ran out of the stand so fast, if you would like, we have some. So there's some beers in there that are. If you want to try them,
they look good.
Some of them are very good.
Yeah, it's just hard to. The very first ones, the low ABV ones, were a little bit more difficult to stomach.
Yeah,
that smoke beer was definitely catch you off guard.
Yeah, he He did taste that one, and his face was about like ours, or kind of like it tasted like when you sat out by a campfire all night, what your clothes smell like. So, all right, Jim, let's get back to.
But apparently, though, you would know what city that's from just by the flavor. So, since you might know some,
it's probably the city that was on fire that time. You know.
So Bamberg, Germany. I didn't know that was they're famous for this smoke beer.
Yeah. Oh, he's going back for another one. Okay, let's get focused, Jim.
All right. So we're at the AY.
Yeah, this one. I like this one.
All right.
I think this has a very good flavor. I'm going a 3. I think right now this is my favorite.
This is your top of the list so far?
This one topped the Erdinger, which, again, the Erdinger I thought was very good as well.
Yes,
but this one has a little bit more of that traditional kind of an Oktoberfest, to me, flavor, where the Erdinger, it was a little bit, it didn't quite have that same flavor, but I
think that Erdinger was smoother.
Yeah. Yeah, but
this has a little more flavor.
Yes. I like this one. So I'm going to 3.
I think I'm gonna bump you up one. I'm gonna take your 3 and I'm gonna make it to a 3-1.
Oh my word! You always got to outdo me, don't you?
Well, I think I like it too, and I think it's right up there. It's good. You can't really. I'm looking for anything negative to say about it. Mm-hmm. It's not. I would almost be afraid if I was at one of the big Oktoberfest tents in Munich, and one of these 2 beers was on tap. You could probably have a few of these.
Oh yeah,
for those big liter mugs.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, I liked it. Like I said, this is what I was expecting.
Yes.
These last couple, when you said you had 4 that were from Germany, I thought, okay, they're going to be like this, So we'll throw the outlier out.
Yeah.
And then this is more what we were figuring. Now, is this the art? They've been brewing since 1040, or is that?
Oh yeah, that's that's the. Whoa! You're on the next page. You jumped ahead there, buddy.
No,
This is this one.
Oh,
see?
Never mind. Just disregard what I had said there.
We'll be getting to you. We'll be piping you down there. Yeah, but I like this one.
I do. This is very good. I mean, it's mellow, but it still has that classic what I think of as an Oktoberfest flavor.
Yes,
but it's not. It's not over the top maltiness to it, but it's really good. And you would know.
Yes.
If that is an Oktoberfest.
If you blind taste test on this one, you know right away it's a Oktoberfest.
All right, we got another question, or should we go to another beer?
Well, you can get the beer ready.
Okay. Oh, this is that one you wanted me to name names, and I don't know if I can.
Oh, so here's another easy question for you. Slow pitch softball. Remember, I got the 16-foot arc on this one. All right. So what did many people call the first lacrosse Oktoberfest?
What do they call it?
Yeah. Because, it's a new thing here in Wisconsin or, the Midwest.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want to call it Oktoberfest because there's already one, right?
Okay.
So what would you call it?
German Fest?
Close. Really close.
I'm sure I'm way off because he always says that he gets real mean to me when I'm not even close. He makes me feel good, but then he totally.
No, you were so close because it was actually they called it the farm show.
The farm show? That's the best they could come up with.
Because they had the cow chip throwing contest.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Catching the greased pig attraction. They had steam engines demoing a demo of early log cutting.
Really?
See, I thought.
Nope.
That's 4 wrong so far.
I know.
Man, you are just like.
The one that really hurts, though, is when you asked when this year was, including the year, and I said 2024, and you didn't give it to me.
No, but you changed your mind.
No, I didn't.
Well, no, I can't give you...
Not...
Yeah, but
2024. I'm talking... The one I changed was at the 63rd or 64th.
So we just had somebody join us. So are you going to be able to join us for 3? There, or are you gonna back out? You're in? All right, so we have a new participant.
Right. We don't have the third microphone set up, but you just have to talk louder.
I can do that.
And somehow Toby just happened to wander down out of the stands.
I heard you had some good Oktoberfest beers going on, so I thought, well, maybe I'll show up.
You should. Hey, you should try this smoked one.
I did try the smoked one.
Did you see him try it? We should try it again.
It is unique. It's honest God, there was one night that we were camping and someone was making their own beers, and they're like, "Oh, you got to try this. It's a smoked flavored beer," and I'm like, "Okay, bad idea."
Oh, sure.
It's like inhaling campfire smoke. So
that is exactly what that one reminds me of. It's just like woof,
or biting like one of those ashen logs.
Yeah,
it's got definitely a unique flavor.
So the next beer,
Oh, there we go.
Jim wanted me to,
Say it.
Toby does. He looks like he's in pain.
Yeah.
He wanted me to name the name of this one. Do you
The
happen
brewery.
to know the name of how to pronounce that? The W word, not the bottom one.
Weihenstepaner.
That sounds good to me.
Weihenstepaner.
I'm going with
Wow.
Weihenstepaner.
That was close. I mean,
that. Do they have a pronunciation, or did you not?
hey, I only get the research. I don't do the grammar stuff here.
You never said I had to do.
You gotta get a t-shirt for that.
pronunciations.
Scheisse.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, so it is 5.8%. So we
So
gradually.
this is the highest one so far.
This is the highest one so far, 5.8%.
Ooh, this is
So
like
we're
light
definitely
color.
within that 4.5 to
Yeah.
6.5 range.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not over the top. It says a full, rich-bodied, hoppy seasonal lager, specially brewed for the Festbier. Is it Bier?
Beer.
Fest beer.
It's got an I in it though.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's pronounced the same way.
Well,
Fest
see,
beer.
there's no like hoo-ha thing on there. No, M
There's
lot.
no umlaut.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a hoo-ha on there or an umlaut either. So
See, it makes it complicated. This beer truly represents the Bavarian way of celebrating. Deep gold color, great mouthfeel, and lots of flavor. Prost.
nice.
Okay, well,
Now this one,
a lot of good talk in there.
This
lot
one
of
has a
good
little
words.
bit different aroma to it.
I see it's more golden. You can
Definitely
see
a
through this
lighter color.
compared to the smoke beer.
This has got to be one of the lightest color ones so far today that
The
we've
smoke
had.
beer's on one end of the spectrum,
Yeah,
and this
yeah,
one's
that
on
was
the
over here. This
totally
is
other
totally
end.
opposite side.
I mean, if you didn't know that this was an Oktoberfest, you would think this is a big box beer just by looking at the color.
That's interesting. This is a fest beer, which is a little different than an Oktoberfest, Marzan.
Right.
It's like the cousin to it. It's pretty good. It'll be an interesting, because
bad.
the next one we have is also a fest beer.
Oh.
So it'll
But
be.
again, I think we tried to differentiate between Marzan, Oktoberfest,
Yeah,
Fest
yeah.
beer, Munich style lager. We're
very
almost
similar.
slicing hairs, right?
Yeah,
Trying to
they're
split a hair
very
apart.
similar.
It's not
This one does have a kind of a nice maltiness to it. I do like it.
maltiness.
Yeah. I mean, I was expecting it to be a little hoppier myself, but pretty good. I like the flavor of it.
So according to the bottle, this is one of the world's oldest brewery.
Oh,
Since you brought that up.
there, now you can jump in.
Apparently, they've been doing the art of brewing since 1040.
That's older than
That's-
Jim.
No, he was 1038 when he was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike was tried to throw that little nugget out.
I jumped ahead because I thought this was part of the last
Oh,
one,
yeah.
and I was chastised vehemently.
1040. So this is over 1,000 years.
That's crazy. Yeah.
This has been sitting in that bottle that long?
Yeah.
Wow, it really mellowed out. This is
1040. So it's not quite 1,000 years. Nearly 1,000
nearly.
years.
There we go.
Yeah. Once they hit 1,000, then we'll take them for, then we think they'll stick around for a while, but.
So here's something to contemplate. So if this has been around for 1,000 years, but the purity law has only been around for 500, what did they do for the first 500 years?
Did these guys mess it up for everybody?
They could have.
See, I mean, there definitely wouldn't be anything documented, but so they brewed for 500 years before the purity
So
law.
you wonder, we should do some research on it just to see, okay, what spurred on the purity law?
Who was the one that was the bad apple?
Let's say was somebody using something, you know what I mean? Just to see why they did this purity law. It would be interesting, and I'd feel really bad if it was these guys money. Somebody that couldn't afford some kind of an ingredient everybody was using, or their brother-in-law had a big field full of something.
Or I think, Toby, can you read the word at the bottom there? There's two words together. I think this might be, we might have an answer to your question, Mike.
So the bottle says Fest beer, and then underneath it says Premium Bavaria Cum.
No, say that again.
Oh, I know what he's trying to have you say.
I mean, if we said this in American, it'd be Bavaria Cum.
There. So maybe that could have some reason.
It's not salty, but
So you're thinking a brewer got mad and put something in there that he shouldn't have put in there. That's what we're going to leave it at that. Being the polite show
And it wasn't the
that we are.
Haktua either.
Oh my gosh! Now she's got too much press already.
Mike didn't even know what to say there. See, I got to keep him on his toes with these.
All right. Well, so Toby, since you just joined us, what do you think of this one?
So honestly, I like this beer a lot. I mean, it's got a clean, smooth drinking to it, and I could have more than one of them easily.
Mm-hmm.
rate it. It's hard to rate it against anything because
You haven't had any other
Other than the smoke beer.
But if I just had to throw this out on a scale, with 2.5 being average, I think it's above average. So I'm going to go like a 2.8.
To me, it has a little sweetness to it, just a little bit. I mean, not over the
Erdinger.
No, which one was it, Jim, that we had that really was sweet, that had that caramel? Was that the...
Wasn't that the Erdinger?
No, I thought, was it the Topling Goliath or the Terrapin?
Oh, maybe.
Remember one of those, it had about a caramel kind of taste, and it was really, really sweet.
It wasn't the smoke one, though, was it?
No, it wasn't the smoke one, yeah. We were safe on that.
Toppling Goliath.
Toppling Goliath.
Yep, they had the caramel.
Yeah, it was like a caramel, and it was really sweet.
That was good.
So this one is definitely not that sweet.
Okay.
I do like this.
So what are you thinking?
Boy, I think I'm going to go a 2.8 just because it's open and Jim hates ties. So, and I don't know if I could put it above the Ayinger one. So I really liked that one. That was more of your traditional Oktoberfest flavor, and I really liked that.
Yeah, I think I'm right. I'm going to actually say a 2.9 for me. Just a little bit below because I do like those other two a little bit better.
Yep.
This one's not bad. I think these last three have been the top so far of what we tasted today.
Those
which is
are
good.
That's why I was excited about them. That was an outlier, that smoky one. So it was like, whoa, But the last three, you totally redeemed yourself, Jim. I'll let you get by with the smoke one now. So,
Will you really?
oh yeah.
All right. Well, since we have a new participant here, let's see if Toby is
I'm off the
smarter-
hook now.
Smarter than Mike.
Toby. He'll give you one that's going to really be easy.
My
That's
answer
why he
will
did.
be close.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I'm going to say 4. You're right. It was 700 years. Yes. You were close.
So now we already did all my lacrosse Oktoberfest questions, so those are gone. So in the big Oktoberfest, who taps the first keg to open the festival?
I know this one.
So Toby?
Oh, he's going to show you, but I already know what it is.
Well, I would say, traditionally, if you go back to Munich, where the Oktoberfest was, it was probably like the mayor of Munich.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
That's
correct.
exactly right.
Thanks for helping
Correct.
me out there, Mike.
Not a problem.
So what's your guess, Mike?
See, okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm gonna get serious here for just a second. This is where Toby said the mayor of Munich, and I'm gonna say the mayor of Munich.
But
Toby
Toby
will
went
get
first.
it. Toby will get it right on some stupid technicality, just so I can get it wrong. Correct?
No, let's ask the judges.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know how this is gonna go.
Toby's correct. Toby got it right.
Oh, good for you, Toby. I'm happy for you.
Look at that
Oh,
big,
thank you.
big T got a circle.
I was feeling pretty, skeptical. I thought you might have got it wrong, but nope. Good job.
See, look, I'm so unbiased. It's unbelievable.
Oh, hang on. I think lightning can strike in the building. So
Possible.
Oh, we got another easy one coming up next time. After this beer, I got one
Okay.
more easy one for you.
okay, awesome. So the next beer that we have is once again when I was running around and I found the Toppling Goliath, and then they had this one. And I'd never had this before either. And this is by Sierra Nevada, 6% ABV. Their Oktoberfest Festbier. Now, this is a collaboration. And on a can, it just says collaboration Gutman edition. And it's with, where's the name of the... Brauerel. Or EI, I'm sorry. So it's a brewery in Germany. I don't know how to pronounce that first. We're asking
So
Toby
this is
if
our-
by B. Gutman is what we're going to say.
So this is our so of all the beers now. So we got one we've had German beers, we've had American beers. Now we've got
Now we have a collaboration, yeah.
between the two countries.
Yep.
To see.
So in this one, if you notice, Jim, it's not the blue and white, but it's the same diamond pan, but it's black and yellow. So
Gutman is what it is.
Gutman. It's not Gutman.
No, it's Gutman.
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 Okay. Like Kuman?
Come on, Mike.
Why are you still drinking that?
I like beer.
Toby's drinking the smoke beer, so
So a little thing about Sierra Nevada. The owner brewed his first batch in November of 1980.
wow.
Oh.
So
Now
it's going-
Sierra Nevada is one of the largest craft breweries in the United States.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
They're up them, Boston Beer Company, stuff like that. I mean, they're kind of the big dogs when it comes to that.
Well, that's cool. So the 6%, 30 IBUs.
Okay.
This is, I think, our highest IBU, but we didn't have some IBUs on like the German ones.
Right.
So
But those you really didn't taste it.
other than the smoke.
Yeah. You couldn't taste it. If there was hops in there, you couldn't have tasted that one either. So,
Not
boy,
much
this
for
one's
normal.
kind of got a little bit of a different. This has more hop bite to it.
Yeah, this has got a little bit more. You can definitely tell it's the 30 IBU.
Yeah.
But it's not
It's not over the top at all, but you can definitely tell there's hop.
A little dryness on the finish. Not bad, but there's a little bit of a. I mean, like very smooth though. I mean, the hops don't take away from it at all.
No, not at all.
So I mean, it's
interesting.
So and again, it's hard, I guess, for the novice when you're talking to collaboration.
Yeah, so who did what?
What part was bringing what? So did they just bring that guy from Germany to Sierra Nevada and he's managed what they were doing,
right?
Or did he bring a little satchel of hops to them?
Was it the German company's recipe, or I don't know. My opinion, you compare this fest beer to the last one. I think the last one was definitely smoother, for sure. Yeah. This one, like I said, like you said, Jim, it's not. You get the hop, but it's not terrible at all. But you can tell it's there. Where that other one, you couldn't tell at all. But
I mean, so again, what makes a fest beer?
Typically, it's hoppier than an Oktoberfest.
That's a little bit hoppier?
Yeah.
Less malty, more hoppy.
A little, it's got a little more hop to it. If I remember right.
All right, well, I mean, I guess, because we haven't had a lot of fest beers.
No.
So
it's not bad.
No. So what are you thinking there, Big Shooter?
Boy, I'm going to go. Oh boy, I painted myself in a corner now. Yeah, I can't put this ahead of the last one because that was better.
You might have to double up.
2.5. I got 2.5 open. Like I said, between the two fest beers that the last one was I drink that one a lot, where this one, it's a little bit on the finish. When you sit here, you get that hop kind of a linger. So it's just a little bit stronger flavor, I guess, that way. Still good, but like I said, I think I definitely prefer the first fest beer better. So 2.5. I don't think it's offensive at all. I think anybody could try it. I do think if a new person tried that, they could get turned off by the hop. Right. In the finish.
Good points. Looks like on my scoring, I got it opening at 2.8. Looks like I'm going to give it a little better than you did.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like it. The hops, which is weird, are not overly pronounced, but you can definitely, there's a slight dryness in your mouth. So it's not bad, but for a hoppy beer, gosh, it's not bad at all. I mean, I like it. I mean, again, there wasn't a lot of info on the collaboration, so I can't really tell the listeners what it means or what entailed, but I guess if more breweries would like to do that, I mean, I think that was a good first try. And you can see it's like towards the top. So this is like one of our, 6%. So this is so far the highest ABV beer we've had today.
Yep.
Which is not bad.
No, and they like we talked about before. They're usually kind of in that ballpark from the upper fours to mid to upper fives typically. So this is a little bit higher than normal, but I'm glad I picked it up. It's definitely different. Something that we've never had this one before. Right. So it's cool. I do have 5 more that that I'll be more than glad to share with you guys. So, but yeah, it's like I said, it's good. But keep going, Jan. Like I said,
I was going to ask Toby, what are your score? What are your thoughts?
So for me, it's okay. Like I think it's a little bit below average because it's when I think of a fest beer and some of the other fest beers that I've had that you guys are sampling today, I'm not sure I like it as much. So I'm going to go just below average at 2.4.
Yeah. It's. I mean, I think we've tried to figure that out. What really differentiates Marzan's Oktoberfest and this? It's so hard to.
Well, and the thing that's funny, Jim, we'd love to do a fest beer podcast, but typically around us, you get a lot of Oktoberfest and then 1 or 2 fest beers that you find. You know what I mean? The fest beers, you don't find them nearly as much. Right. So it maybe next year or whatever, we'll be able to find some more and we can do its own podcast on fest beers to compare them to each other. Oh. But boy, I tell you what, comparing this one to that last one, the Vulcanheiser one, however you say it, that one was way good. So,
all right. So the last question of the day. So, Mike, I'll have you go first.
Oh, yay! Are you going to show Toby the answer?
No, I'm going to ask you the question.
Oh, okay. He really didn't answer my question, did he? Okay, go ahead, sir.
How in hectoliters? How much beer is consumed during the Munich Oktoberfest?
What exactly is a hectoliter?
It's
a heck of a liter. Is that what you're going to say?
It's a unit of measurement.
I'm sure. Because they sell the beer in liters.
Yep. So that's how you should be able to figure this one out.
Yeah, but is a hectoliter like 1,000 liters or is it 100 liters?
Yeah, it's in that ballpark.
You're not helping at all.
No. So get it.
I have no idea. 10,000 hectoliters.
10,000. Okay.
Yeah.
You're close.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm way off.
Toby, what do you think?
I think we got to talk about the conversion here.
I don't know what the conversion is.
I mean,
Oh.
So if I would convert it into gallons, let's say, I think we're talking about a couple million gallons of beer.
That's pretty close.
That's kind of my answer from our standpoint in America for gallons.
Okay.
And I think you're a little low.
Okay, I'm sure I am.
So
what is the answer,
2
Toby?
million gallons is correct.
How many?
2 million gallons.
Yeah, but you asked in hectoliters.
No, but Toby's got it correct.
Well,
No.
I was hoping the listener know.
Oh, nay.
Understand it.
Nope. You're both.
You want the hectoliter answer?
Yes.
75,800 hectoliters.
All right, I was still low. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
You were close, though.
Thank you.
You were.
That is crazy.
You weren't quite pointed in the right direction, but you were on the ballpark.
You think about it because it's 10. Is it 10 days long?
Yeah.
Is that what it is, Jim? It's 10 days long. That's
4 days in Wisconsin.
No, you're talking. This is not Wisconsin.
Oh, this is the big one.
This is probably low for Wisconsin.
That's Munich.
So Munich. So how many gallons you just said? 2 million.
2 million gallons.
That is crazy.
But in comparison, Wisconsin's unique. We are proud to drink our beer. I'd like to know what a comparison of what we consume anywhere in Wisconsin. At a festival.
Yeah,
because a good point.
That's a way more people than like your Oktoberfest in La Crosse.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's not a fair comparison. But if you combined however many Oktoberfests around the state together and compared it, so it's kind of similar size, it's probably close,
So are you done jabbering so we can get to the last beer here?
Well, are you gonna take it?
Contemplated about this 2 million gallons for a long time.
I have, because I want to know the hectoliters, because I figured you guys were gonna like totally messing with me. So
I would never do that.
Are you going to take this one out of the
Do you have the drum roll for it?
Oh, do you want the Oktoberfest drum roll? Hang on.
The only thing I'm missing is a liter of beer.
All right, Jim. What is this one called?
This is called...
hang on.
There you go, buddy.
The name of it?
Yeah. Okay, Toby. So you weren't here to start with. Well, we'll keep it going.
All right. Yep.
Jim had told me 2 weeks ago we did a podcast on Oktoberfest beers, and he found a barrel-aged Founders Ultimate Oktoberfest, which was 9.5, 9.6, somewhere in there. And today he told me he found another beer that's going to blow that out of the water. So this is what we have.
So it's got to be good, Toby. So what is the ABV? No, you see, it's on the very bottom.
Yeah, I know. But
12.5.
Exactly. Yeah, 12.5.
So this is safely the highest ABV Oktoberfest I've even ever heard of.
Ever tried, ever seen, ever heard of?
So I have to ask, roll out the barrel? Are we talking about a barrel age?
Bourbon barrel aged Oktoberfest.
Oh, I think this could be in our wheelhouse.
We have, Toby, you need to go back up into the stands for this.
That's fine. Let me just see that beer real quick. Head out.
No.
So this is in our wheelhouse, isn't it?
I would think so.
This is a bourbon barrel aged. So it's been a couple weeks since we've had one.
Isn't it funny, Jim, that 2 weeks ago we were just talking about it's going to be interesting next year to see how many different companies come out with a bourbon barrel or some kind of barrel aged Oktoberfest.
Yep.
Because the Ultimate Oktoberfest was the first one that I ever even really heard of. I think same with you. And then you went back and here they had a different one.
See what I do for you, buddy?
I know.
I'm always finding new things for you.
It's always, Toby, if you haven't caught on yet, what you do is you look for an expensive beer and then you send it to Jim and he'll buy it. And we'll have it on the podcast. It's awesome.
There you go.
So now
Oh, boy.
Now you just got to figure out how to answer your questions better.
Yeah. I will admit that hectoliter one was off.
Well, this looks almost like the smoked beer.
Not quite as dark as the smoked beer. This one's a little more like a brown, you know what I mean? Almost, that smoked beer was really dark. So did you have any info on this besides 12.5%, by the way, Jim?
Good. The only thing I found
yeah, you can smell it.
Was nothing.
Oh.
It smells fantastic.
So after...
Boy, you can smell the bourbon.
After you take a drink, then move that first page, and then I got something else for you that I didn't know about Three Sheeps.
Boy, that is
smooth.
It's smooth. If you blindfolded us like me I wouldn't guess it's an Oktoberfest.
No.
At all.
Not at all.
The ABV.
Boy, that has a brown sugar taste to it. On the finish, it's almost like that brown sugar. Doesn't just concentrate on it, and it almost has a brown sugar sweetness on the finish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that is wild.
It's good.
It's yeah, almost like a toasted marshmallow kind of a flavor.
And it's not that so over sweet.
Right.
Where, you know,
it's just on the finish. It's just the finish is where it's really sweet.
Yeah. And I mean, this is like,
wow. Did you have to buy this in a 6-pack or 4-pack probably?
I don't. It was only one can. I only bought one can.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yep.
You're lying to me. You can't even look me in the eye and lie. And you were way too. You, Toby, you're in on this together. You're in cahoots with Jim.
You had to buy 2 cans.
You're both lying.
So there might not be any left for anybody.
Wow.
So
this is good.
So
this is good.
What I found on Three Sheeps, which I didn't know, 29 beers they have in the barrel aging process.
Oh my gosh!
Really?
All of these
29.
Why have we not had more?
Well, that's
so now, okay. So I was going to say, well, we've had the Wolf, but this is the Wolf Barrel Select Triple Barrel. Okay, Jim, you need to buy one of every one of these.
Don't they look sound? I mean,
so the Wolf we've had. We've had the Wolf.
Is the only one that I'm aware of.
Do they have the other?
The Veneration's on the pumpkin.
Oh, Veneration.
yeah.
That was like one of
was a good
the
one.
best pumpkin beers we ever had. The Wolf, remember, Jim? I had those 2 other variants that time.
Yeah.
Susie found them, and they were really good.
Right.
I've never even heard of these.
See, again, I'm trying to
Look
educate
what I
you.
do for you guys.
I'm trying to educate you, Mike.
I know, and you're definitely doing it.
And I got
This is crazy
because
because
I'm educating you.
Did you see this, Jim? Veneration Willet Barrel.
Ooh. The pumpkin beer and a Willet.
Willet Barrel. This is crazy.
So can you get this roadshow going, buddy? So we can get the Three Sheeps?
Well, we'll try. Yeah.
Sheboygan, right?
Sheboygan.
I got to have some vacation time to get to Sheboygan.
Oh, yeah. I would. It'd be worth if they had some of these on tap. I mean, if you have to buy all these.
Yeah. Well, when you look, some of them are
We'll have to
like
get Mike's credit card.
2023, 2021, 2020, these cuvee. But we've had, I know I've had one of these.
Well,
because
you
I had
didn't bring
it
it.
at the beer shop.
You didn't bring it.
They had this. No, it was one. I know that cuvee they've had there before. I don't remember which year it was.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
But
Wow.
see
Yeah,
see
this
what
is
I do
good.
for you, buddy.
I know. So, Jim, why don't you start us out? What do you?
Well,
So how are you guys going to rate this? I'm just curious. I mean, I came in a little late.
This is going to be.
Obviously, you're comparing
So,
Oktoberfest
That's the
beers,
tough part
but
because
this is a bourbon barrel.
yeah.
so how I'm going to is I'm going to compare it to the Founders Ultimate Oktoberfest that we had.
Yeah.
And I thought that one was really good. And I think I gave that one like a 4 or 4.1.
I think you did a 4-1 on that one.
Which I think that one was actually a little bit better in flavor.
I think that one had
Oktober.
a little more of an Oktoberfest
Right.
flavor to it.
This one is not bad. I mean, like right now, there's no burn.
No,
There's no bad aftertaste.
No, not at all.
But the Oktoberfest flavor is not 100% there. So I think I'm going to have to only put this in at a 4.0. I'm rating it up there because it's 12.5. I mean,
Yeah.
could I drink a 6-pack at one sitting?
You could try.
It may,
The next day, you may not.
you feel a little better.
You might say, "Why did I do that?"
But yeah, I like this beer. This is good. Three Sheeps, kudos. Good job on that.
Toby, what do you think?
So, we've had some outings where we've encountered some Three Sheeps stuff at other places, and I really got to give props out to these guys. They're doing some good stuff. Mm-hmm. They've got some good beers. The Oktoberfest line, you're right. You think you're going to get something different, and so does this fall into the same flavoring of that Oktoberfest beer? Mm-hmm. No, but it's good. I was really at a 4.0, Jim, right with you, but I'm just going to trump you. I'm going to go 4.1.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Look at that. Off the top rope.
That's crazy.
Mike.
I agree with what you
are you-
guys. I agree with what you guys said. I'm struggling a little bit because, like I said, if I'm going to rate it as an Oktoberfest, I'm actually would go like a 3.7, 3.6 because I don't taste Oktoberfest at all.
Correct.
If I'm rating it as a bourbon barrel beer, it's very good. Mm-hmm. So I guess which way do we go? I'm gonna meld the two. I'm gonna go with 3.9 just because I'm all with you guys that it's a 4 on being a bourbon barrel. I think it's very good flavor. I like that brown sugar kind of aftertaste, that little bit of a toasted marshmallow, but I get no Oktoberfest. There's no way I would have ever guessed this is an Oktoberfest.
True.
So that's the only knock on it. So that's why I went down to 3.9. But this is a good beer. This is
very good beer.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the highest ABV Oktoberfest I've ever even heard of.
Yes.
You know, so we'll see what happens next week when Jim goes back. But
I keep looking.
This is wild. You know, it is good. And roll out the barrel. You know,
So you want to do your wrap up and tell us what you think about this big category?
Boy, you know, like I said, I was really excited to be able to compare American Oktoberfest to German Oktoberfest. And we're going to throw the smoke beer out because that was a total
outlier.
It says Marzan on it, but I think they lied. So, you know, that was a total outlier. But Toby finished it somehow. So
That's good.
Boy, I'm glad we're not going to be at his house later because I was figured we could give it to our other buddy that says it's cigarettes and coffee. We said, but they forgot to put the coffee in this one. I think a lot of these, a new person could drink by far. The Point, was it the Terrapin, I believe, Jim?
Yep.
But honestly, I think I would say the Erdinger, anybody could drink. And that was really good. I know I'm saying it wrong. The Ayinger one, I really liked. I think they were all, and the roll out the barrel is crazy good too. I think for a new person, they could really try the vast majority of these, except for the smoke beer.
Yep.
But I think all the other ones, they could try them. I wouldn't really recommend the roll out the barrel to a newbie because... Yeah.
Work your way into that.
Work your way into it because it is 12.5%. That's really high. My favorite was the roll out the barrel, but the Erdinger and the Ayinger one, because that one had a little more of your traditional Oktoberfest flavor to me. I think that was my favorite by far. Yeah, like I said, again, I'm glad we did all these because, again, we had just done 8 or whatever. And here's 9 new ones that we had never even saw before. So, like I said, every time you go, you're getting more Oktoberfest, and they all have their own little tweak to it. So, yeah, I think this was great, and I would recommend any of them except the smoke beer. I think you should leave that to when you're smoking something on your grill, you know, and then just kind of go from there. So, how about you, Jim?
Well, I think that I'm glad that we're having the opportunity to do the Oktoberfest beers. I'm glad that more craft breweries are trying this because I think it was last year, the year before, we couldn't even find 6.
Right.
And now more breweries are trying, which is good. So I would have to say, even if you look at our scores, composite, we only had a couple that were a little bit below average. Everything else was way above average. So we're not, I guess I'm not trying to say that our palate is the same as everybody's out there, but I think that what we're tasting is good. Other than the smoke beer is a little bit of an outlier just because of that taste, that flavor there. But I'm glad that craft breweries are trying to do this seasonal beer to give people back in America a good German beer representation. So I'm glad of that. So I would have to I'm going to give them all A++ for trying.
Oh, for sure.
So I like them all. The roll at the barrel is my favorite. I mean, because I like bourbon barrel beers.
Oh, yeah.
So if there's anything, knock on wood, if these other breweries would try the same thing in the future, next year, maybe we could have, instead of 2 of those, maybe we could have 4 or 6 that are bourbon barrel aged. So maybe that's another way we could, branch out of that category.
So next year when we see Oktoberfest aged in Elijah Craig barrels, you know it's coming.
Yes.
You know something's coming. So
yes, I'm glad. I hope they would do that. I mean, but I think that the breweries are seeing that now. Oh, look at this. We got a good Oktoberfest. Let's try a bourbon barrel. So kudos. I'm glad that you guys were able to help enjoy this, and I'm glad that we got to see this.
I do wonder, Jim, because remember, we had the Three Sheeps Oktoberfest 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And I wonder if that's what they put in the barrel.
I would bet. I
would guess.
Because they wouldn't make another whole batch.
Right. I'm sure they didn't. So it just, you just wonder. But yeah, that one was definitely, it was good.
So I know, Toby, you weren't here from the beginning. I mean, what are your overall thoughts?
You did try. What did you...
Well,
I know your favorite was the smoke beer because you finished that for us.
I did finish that up just, because I was behind the game. But I definitely think as you sample some of these Oktoberfest beers, there's the Marzan and then there's the Fest beers. And you can find some good ones in each category. Mm-hmm. But the Fest beers to me are more Americanish. They're easier to drink. They don't have a lot of extra flavor to it.
Good point.
Very good point.
So I think that if you want to try one of those and that says a fest beer, I think you're going to be in a safe lane. So from the ones that I had, I had that one fest beer. I gave it a 2.8, a little above average. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that barrel aged one. Yep, we like barrel aged beers, so that was fantastic. I mean, for an Oktoberfest beer.
Yep.
And so I think that was good. So, I can't settle on one. I came late. I only judged 3, but I just want listeners to understand that a fest beer is a great place to start if you're looking for something that's more American-like. You want to get a little bit more flavor, go to the Marzan beers, and you're going to get that. And that's more of that German-style beer. So I think that's where I'm at. And yeah, Three Sheeps was fantastic.
Yeah. They hit it out of the park again.
Yeah, for sure. So interesting. So we'll see if next week Jim calls and says, hey, I found another one that we can do. So, yeah.
So I'm going to keep trying and keep searching.
For sure.
Or else if any of the listeners out there know somewhere we could find something else, send us an email. Let us know. We'll go check it out.
We don't
discriminate.
Exactly.
We're unbiased. We're totally above board.
Well,
hang on. Can we get the scores here again?
A couple of one of us is totally unbiased and on board. But.
So I know Toby was only here for just 2 questions, but he won.
Oh, really?
He had 2 correct and Mike had 5 wrong.
Interesting.
On the 5 questions. So good job, Toby.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for...
Here, I'll play some music for Toby for his win. Oh, look, they got a bunch of brats and stuff on this grill. Oh, this is more Oktoberfest music. Doesn't sound like your normal.
Yeah, this is not... I was looking for some move-up stuff there.
I want to find some normal... You know the Ziggy Zaggy, Toby?
Here we go. We're going to do it.
Zaggy?
The Ziggy Zaggy.
We're going to do it. Ready? Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy. Oi, oi, oi. Hey!
Awesome. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening once again to our second Oktoberfest podcast. And like I said, we may have another one. You never know because, sometimes Jim gets bored and he goes over to the bottle shop and all of a sudden they got more Oktoberfest.
Right.
I do know he's ran out of room, so we're going to have to try some more of these. Now that Toby's here, he can try some other ones. But, yeah, I say it's really kind of cool that, like I said, we've had a lot of Oktoberfests on here now, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they're good, though.
It is very good. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for listening. And like we always say, we hope your campfire is always warm.
And your beers are always
cold.
See ya.
Bye.
Prost.
Prost.
Thank you for listening to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. If you have a question, a comment, or a beer you'd like us to review, please feel free to send us a message at northwoodsbeerguy@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're on Untappd, look up Northwoods Beer Guy and send a friend request. Until next week, I hope all your campfires are warm and all your beer is cold.